the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, may mercy, peace, and blessings of Almighty Allah be upon all of you. Welcome you all today in this our lecture series program. This is lecture 7th, and our today's topic is diachronic and synchronic differences. It is the content from the subject in Introduction to Linguistics from semester 1. Some fundamental distinctions are dichotomies in linguistics. This topic is very crucial topic for the students of MA English, BS English, and equally important for the aspirants of FPSC, PPSC, SPSC, and PSC. So let's learn today. These were two approaches in linguistics to the study of language. Number one, that is synchronic study in linguistics. What is synchronic study? It is a study of language at a given time. This approach sees language as a living whole, existing as a state at one particular time. The changes which are taking place in material are considered irrelevant to the main focus of the study. So सिंक्रोनिक स्टडी उसे कहा जाता है कि जिस तरह से हम स्टडी लैंग्वेज को करें आज के हवाले से, वी आर नॉट concerned with the study of language and words historically from the past. For example, there is a word in English you, but previously, historically, we find that it was the word ye. So today we are irrelevant to main focus of learning the word or using the word ye. Rather, we are supposed to only use you. So this is called synchronic study of language. Let's learn here the second term, that is diachronic study in linguistics. The diachronic approach traces the historical development of the language and records the changes that have taken place in it between two ages or times. So diachronic approach is actually the traces of historical development. हम historically जब words की study करते हैं उसको समझने के लिए, for example, most of the time we learn idioms which are having the previous background, the historical background. For example, the idiom is Achilles heel. Now there is a long story behind that idiom or idiomatic expression. So without learning the historical background, sometimes it's very difficult to grasp the exact meaning of the word. So according to diachronic study, that the words or semantics are to be studied historically. Thus, it is historical study of language according to Lyons 1983, page 35. It investigates language changes as they have occurred from time to time and the evolution of languages. So the evolution of languages and changes of language is actually the study or diachronic study in linguistics. Saussure in 1916, who made this distinction, gives priority in linguistics to the synchronic approach and observes that the two approaches must be kept separate. Now, this distinction was given by Saussure, as we have been talking about these fundamental dichotomies which are given by most of them Saussure. So here he has made the differences between these terminologies. So again, diachronic relation, we are making it more understanding from the given definition from Longman's Dictionary of Language Teaching and Applied Linguistics. And according to this dictionary, an approach to linguistics which studies how languages change over time. For example, the change in the sound systems of Roman languages from their roots in Latin and other languages to modern times are the study of changes between early English to modern British English. So the difference we sometimes talk about, the difference between the early English and the modern British English. So this is the major example of learning diachronic relation. How and what changes occurred when we have been talking about the words today and what were very different previously in history. When we are talking about the most of the words which are taken from different languages previously, for example, Roman and Latin. So today in English, they are having different forms. So this total study is the study of diachronic in linguistics. Again, diachronic relation, for example, here are some of the examples, the origin of the term goodbye. Now, this is very interesting to learn how this word goodbye came into being. For example, goodbye comes from the words God be with ye. The first documented use of the goodbye appeared in a later English writer and scholar, Jibril Harvey wrote in 1573. So ये word जो goodbye है ये basically आया है good God be with ye में से, और ये पहली बार जो है वो letter जो है वो जो हमें मिलता है God by ye, ये जो है वो जब्राइल ने जो है वो हार्वी ने लिखा था 1573 में. As time went on, it is believed the phrase was influenced by terms like good day and good evening, so transitioning then from God be with ye to God be we, and finally adding in today's blessing word goodbye. So you see how changes occurred with the passage of time. So the historical this understanding of terminologies is actually the diachronic relation in linguistics. Here is another example of diachronic relation, that is we are talking about the origin of the term okay. Historically, it was sarcastic word used in a newspaper, Boston Morning Post in 1839 stored the abbreviation OK next to the words all correct. Now you see, previously it was the word all correct, which later on used by newspapers, a sarcastic use of OK instead of all correct. So this term OK came into being. So this is the historical understanding of the words or terminologies we have been talking about, and this relation in linguistics is called diachronic relation. So today we are not concerned at all with this all correct, but today we only use OK, which is synchronic relation. So these are the differences between these two terminologies. It was all about today's topic. Thanks for attention. Thank you very much. Hopefully this would have been very helping for all of you. Assalamu alaikum.